Hi guys, it is Talia here doing another art journaling process video for you. Today I always record these videos on my phone because that's the easiest way for me to set up a little makeshift sort of tripod thing to record over the top like this. But today I've actually edited this video in iMovie on my phone and I am recording the voiceover. Man, iMovie has come a long way since when I first got this app. So I'm pretty happy to bring you this art journaling video today. This is a very sort of abstract style. It is the style that warms my heart the most, though. I have to tell you that I love doing painting like this, and it is intuitive and freeing. And on my blog, I recently just wrote a blog post that was about flow and about a podcast that I'd listened to that was about finding your flow in the everyday, and it was sort of talking about it even from a healing perspective, but also talking about it from a gaming perspective. It was just really interesting. My husband sent it to me and I actually really enjoyed listening to it. And I had been thinking a lot since listening to that about when I experience flow, and making art like this is definitely one of those times when it is just really intuitive and interesting, and I have to be mindful of what is happening, because even though it seems like I'm just finger painting over the page and there's nothing to it, actually I'm thinking about this. I'm not having to so much make decisions, but I'm just being mindful and aware of where things are going and what things are looking like. And I just love this process. So this style of art journaling page isn't one that I've done a video on particularly often, but it is a page that I love doing, and I've shared a few of them on my Instagram lately, and I've got some really good feedback from it, even better feedback than some of the art journaling pages that I think are better. Maybe because this style comes really naturally and really easily to me, I value it less. I don't know if that makes sense. Not value it less, just think it's not as interesting to make a video about or to share, or that I should be challenging myself and drawing really clever, interesting things. But I'm starting to realize that this is just as interesting and just as great to share. So let me, now that I've waffled on for most of this, let me just walk you through the process that I'm going through. Basically, I'd started this page with a stencil of leaves on the background. I used some modeling paste on, and I didn't have any idea really what I wanted to do. I just sometimes, if I have a spare 5 minutes between when the kids are sort of quiet or it was something like this, I will just often go into my art journal room and gesso a few pages, or like I did in this case, I just went in and put some modeling paste through a stencil and put that onto a page. And I do it to a couple random pages. I sort of do one to each in each art journal book I have on the go, and then I have a jumping off point for later when I have time, like I do now. So I started with that. I really loved the look as I was using my finger over the modeling paste, and how it really highlighted the modeling paste. And you'll see that as I go, I sort of cover that over a lot more with paint. And so perhaps something I could challenge myself with in the future is putting down a base layer of paint first, then doing the modeling paste over the top, and then when I use my fingers to go over the modeling paste, it's not so, I don't have to feel like I have to cover the whole thing, because that can all be part of it. I'm using a bunch of different blues. This is the other thing. These colors are my favorite colors. They bring me so much joy. Just this whole range of colors, but particularly that aquary almost blue that I just used. Like, that is one of my favorite ones. But all these colors, the dark blue even, I love. Even moving into the purples, and I don't tend to use this like range of colors that much, I guess because I felt like I was using it all the time, or that it was too similar all the time, so I was sort of forcing myself to do something different. And I end up using basically red and yellow, and actually try not to get orange, but using like a pink, red and yellow kind of thing, which is nice. And I do really like that color range as well. But anyway, I've decided, along with embracing this style of art journaling more, I'm also going to embrace the colors that I just love the best. So what I've just used here is the Liquitex acrylic, which I watered down a lot and then sploshed onto the page. And at this point of the art journal page, I am kind of swearing in my head and thinking, oh my goodness, I have screwed this up. It is not good anymore, and I loved it how it was before, and why did I do this? And I'm recording it at the same time, and this is why I'll never be a good YouTuber, and this is why I'll never be a good artist, and blah blah blah. I got into a bit of a, what on earth is happening? Why did I do this kind of thing? But let me tell you, it ends up okay in the end. I had a moment where I realized, you know what, this is all part of art. I can salvage this. I can just keep going over the top. The beauty of this type of art is that it has lots of layers, and yes, it looked great before the purple splodges, and no, I didn't really want it to be a purpley painting. I wanted it to be more bluey, but that's okay. I can go over the top with the blue and it will be fine. Pep talk. And it was fine in the end. I am madly trying to dry it because I need it. I don't want, if I just layer this up with color on top, it will end up being really purpley still. I put these splodges of green Mr. Huey's ink on. I'm not sure exactly what I'm thinking with that. It's not great. Obviously I'm looking for something. What are you looking for, Talia? Where is it? Oh, the white paint. Okay, everything's dry, and I decide, okay, I'm going to go with white because I feel like the purple darkened it quite a lot, and I didn't want it so dark. Also, if the purple was still a little bit wet and it mixed with the white, that would be okay. I'd just be making a lighter purple, and I could, you know, it would contribute to the lightening of the page, and you know, it would still look nice to have another color purple in there. And so I go through, I'm also, I put on some of the dark blue there, and I've sort of made my own color, which is something that I wish I did more, but I'm actually kind of terrible at, is remembering to mix paints. But it looks so much better when you do mix a color and you're not just stuck with the same plain colors. Sorry about the light change. I turned the light on because it was clouding over. This is a little, I love this little A5 journal that you can see I've used as a palette there, and that I'm just going to work on now. I'm just adding a bit of extra color to this because I feel like I've sort of started the page. It ends up being this cute little page. I think what I'll end up doing is just putting a collage piece over the top. If you look on my Instagram, which is Talia Makes Stuff, then you'll see that that's another style I like doing a lot, is these really abstract backgrounds and then a cutting from a magazine or something I printed or whatever, cut out, fussy cutted and stuck on. So that's the little journal. That's just sort of it. I originally bought it as a use it up journal, but it ends up being just a regular small art journal, which I actually really enjoy, to have the freedom to sometimes do a small piece instead of having to do big pieces. but I also have decided that I love doing the big pieces, and I find they're more pleasurable and more freeing. So I felt like I had lost the leaves that were in the background. And so I've just got this really thick gold paint that I've put onto a sponge really thin, and I'm going over the top. Thankfully, when I put the stencil on the page, I did that, put it in the corner and moved it to the bottom corner. So it was like I knew how to get exactly the same mark on again. And I'm just going through now, adding a couple of extra leaves so the gold was more spread out. But I'm really happy with that. Hopefully in the close-ups that you're about to see, you'll be able to see like how it comes off of the modeling paste a bit nicer. But anyway, that is my video. I hope that you've enjoyed it. Please give me a like and a thumbs up. I'm going to try to schedule a few of these videos for while I'm away in America over the next few weeks. You like that one, bud? I hope that you like this. Please give me a like and a comment and share it with anyone you like. Subscribe. All right. See ya.